I am Madison Timmons.
I'm Chris Soucy.
And we're paranormal specialists who live in the most haunted city on earth, Savannah, Georgia. Every day is Halloween in our line of work, so join us as we spin true tales of haunts, murders, and disturbing Savannah history. I'm Madison.
I'm Chris.
And welcome to the most haunted city on earth. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Most Haunted City on Earth. My name is Madison Timmons.
And I'm JT Timmons.
And you may notice that we are missing a person. Oh, I know. Everybody's favorite, Chris. I know. He is actually in Salem, Massachusetts, the spookiest place outside of Savannah. And
the second most haunted city on earth.
Yes. The witchiest place in America. I'll give them that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But yes, so Chris is taking a little vacation with his wife.
Much needed.
The
man works his tail off.
Yeah. So he is not going to be here for this episode, but fear not, we have a very fun concept coming to you for today's episode.
This one's going to be different. More different than any other podcast that we've done. We're trying something new out this week. Madison, would you like to tell them what they won?
Yes. So we are going to try out a new game.
Game?
Woohoo!
Corn!
Oh, God.
Game!
So JT and I actually are big fans of the show Good Mythical Morning.
Yes.
Especially their...
Shout out to Rhett and Link.
Absolutely. So we love watching the games that they do on there, and we're like, well, how can we do a game that, is more on theme with what we do?
Yeah.
And so we decided it would be fun to do what we like to call Paratrivia. Woohoo.
And one of the best things about GMM is that, you can play along with them. And so you will be able to play along with us. And basically, how it works is I have drafted 10 questions for Madison. She obviously has not seen them. It's going to be multiple choice. I have drafted 10 questions for her that are what I deem hard. Those are the questions for y'all, for those of y'all who know a ton about paranormal stuff like Madison does. And then, Madison, what have you done for me?
I have also drafted 10 questions for JT that are more on the side of what I would personally deem the easier things, more common things. It's also going to include some more like paranormal movie stuff, maybe a bit of true crime. So stuff that's not necessarily just strictly like paranormal theory and definitions or things like that necessarily.
So those questions, my questions, are for those of y'all who,
might be new to this or maybe aren't like super like insanely like deeply entrenched inside of the paranormal world like Chris and I, things like that.
Absolutely.
But, so it's going to be super fun. Obviously, no winners at the end of this. It's basically we're going to try to get as many questions correct as we can. And we're going to basically state the question and then there will be 3 answer options. So kind of like multiple choice for you guys. So it makes it a little...
exactly like multiple choice,
yes,
actually.
Exactly. So it makes it a little bit easier and also gives you guys a bit more time to actually try to decipher what the answer might be so that we don't go too fast.
Yes.
So definitely let us know if you want to continue having us do this, especially our patrons. Let us know in the comments or things like that. Feel free to message us if you have any other ideas of games that you would like to play. So if you're not already a patron, definitely go check us out at patreon.com/Savannah Underground.
Yes, and one more super quick thing. Our feature film, Final Hours of a Suffering Artist, has been picked up by Tubi. Yes,
woohoo!
The streaming giant Tubi. So that link is in our link tree if you want to watch our movie. It is not a fun movie. No, it is a dark movie, but
it's very sad.
It's not a horror film. It's a thriller. So thriller drama. So definitely check that out. But enough about that movie.
Also, if you want to see me act, because I feel like a lot of y'all don't know that I am actually an actor.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Do you want me to ask the first question? Don't look. Don't peek.
Yeah.
I know. Don't peek, bro.
I know. I'm not peeking.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, you can go first.
Okay. So we're going to start out with an easier on the hard scale, and then we're going to get harder and harder and harder. All right. So number 1. Edinburgh's Greyfriar Kirkyard is said to be haunted by a ghost dog.
Oh, not what I expected.
Named what? A, Benny, B, Bobby, C, Benji.
Bobby!
You didn't even give him time.
I'm sorry. I love Bobby.
Oh my gosh. All right. From now on, you guys are going to have like 10 seconds to think about it and select your answer. Jeez.
I'm sorry, but I love Bobby because I love the concept of a ghost dog. And so I booped his nose. So
you did. I think I have a photo.
I've booped his nose actually 2 times.
I have a photo of that. We'll post it on Patreon. We'll post it. So if you want to see Madison boop Bobby's nose, become a Parajunkie on Patreon. All right, Madison, I'm ready for my first question.
Okay. So, to start it out,
I feel like Rocky.
I know, right?
Fight because I'm definitely not as well in tune with the paranormal as you. All right, let's go.
I think you might be able to get this. Okay. I might be wrong, but so number 1, what does the acronym ESP stand for? A, extreme spirit phenomenon. B, external soul projection. Ooh. Or C, extrasensory perception.
Boy. Okay. All right. So what's the first one again?
The first one is extreme spirit phenomenon.
No, because ESP is like a communication, right? Like it's communication between 2 people who both have like paranormal powers. Totally.
No, that's telepathy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, then I'm going to guess C because I feel like I've heard it before, and that is it. Oh, I'm right?
You are correct.
Nice.
Awesome. Yes, extrasensory perception. So that's more of your psychics, or that's the technical term.
All right.
So there you go.
Cool.
All right. Next one.
All right. Let's go for a hard one.
Okay.
Number 2 on hard. And give them some time.
Okay. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I just get really excited about ghost dogs.
Yes.
I love dogs.
If you want to see our dogs become a Parajunkie.
Yeah, we post them a lot.
A lot. All right. So, which cemetery is said to be haunted by a vampire? Question, do you know this just off the cuff?
It sounds familiar, but I need my memory jogged, I think.
A, Greyfriars Kirkyard in Edinburgh. B, Highgate Cemetery in London. Or C, St. James Cemetery in Liverpool.
I'm giving you guys time.
Do you already know it? Or?
I have a guess of what I think it is.
I'll go ahead and repeat. Well, I'll go ahead and repeat it while we're giving them time. Which cemetery is said to be haunted by a vampire? A, Greyfriars Kirkyard, that's in Edinburgh. B, Highgate Cemetery in London, and C, St. James Cemetery in Liverpool.
All right. I think that it's the Highgate Cemetery because I vaguely remember when I went to London, them telling me a story about the London vampire. And now, granted, I've heard a lot of vampire stories in my life, but I vaguely remember that. And that's the only place that I've heard of. I know it's not Edinburgh because I know Edinburgh does not have any vampire spirits. And then
you are correct. Edinburgh does not have any vampire spirits.
Yes.
Well, they might, and we just don't know about them.
I'm not that I've read about or heard about. But that's going to be my guess, is Highgate Cemetery.
All right. Well, ding dong, darling. You are right.
Have you guys watched that show, the Glow Up show on Netflix? You should if you haven't. But
ding dong.
Ding dong, darling.
Yes, it's Highgate Cemetery. That must be the vampire you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's... Like I said, it's a very vague memory, but London has had a lot of different situations like that where
vampire situations.
Well, actually, there's multiple places that have vampire situations outside of, the Eastern European realm.
Yeah.
Salem has had...
They say Vlad the Impaler's a vampire.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they
Nick
also,
Cage is also a vampire.
that's literally what I was going to say is everybody thinks Nick Cage is also a vampire, which is totally possible. And we have actually visited his soon-to-be grave because he has one in New Orleans.
We visited that?
We did. I took you there. I don't know if you remember it, but yes, we did. We went to visit Nick Cage's grave.
Cool.
Because he already bought one. But he's immortal, so why would he need that already?
That's why he bought it, to make it seem more likely.
There is actually also in Salem a big collection of vampires that come there to because people identify.
Wait,
it
are
as,
these like are these like people that sharpen their teeth and?
No. Like it's like that's not PG. Actually, we shouldn't get into this topic, but it's for adults who enjoy certain things.
So you're saying if we don't need to get in the topic, we won't.
Yeah.
So the what you're saying, a collection of vampires.
Yeah. So like it started out as like there was this outbreak of sorts of people who were reporting getting their blood drained by someone, and now it's become a subculture in Salem's culture, which is super interesting.
There you have it, folks.
So it's not just witches in Salem; it is also vampires.
All right.
So
cool.
there you go. The more you know.
My question.
All right.
Let's do it. Moving on.
All right. Number 2. What is the nearest town to Area 51?
Ooh.
A. Tucson, Arizona. B. Rachel, Nevada. Or C. Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay, you know what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of where all those people stayed when the 70 people decided to take over Area 51.
They were going to storm Area 51.
Was that 2020?
No, it was like 2019,
wasn't
it?
I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they were going to storm Area 51. It was this big deal, and then everyone listening knows about it because it was
so a very big deal.
It's such a big deal. I am going to. I know it's not Tucson.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You're right.
I know it's not Tucson. I just off of the fact that I've heard of Flagstaff, and the in Rachel, Nevada is so obscure. While Tucson and Flagstaff are well known, I'm gonna say it's Rachel.
Ding, 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 dong, darling.
Ding, dong. All right, cool.
I was really hoping that Flagstaff was going to trip you up.
No, it did not.
Well, maybe I tripped some of you guys up. You never know. I try to be tricky. But anyways, my next question, please.
At which London tourist attraction was a gray lady caught on CCTV opening a fire exit? Is it A, Hampton Court Palace? Is it B, Buckingham Palace? Or C, Westminster Abbey? I'm going to repeat it. At which London tourist attraction was a gray lady caught on CCTV opening a fire exit? A, Hampton Court Palace. B, Buckingham Palace. Or C, Westminster Abbey?
Okay, so I actually am not familiar with a gray lady there.
I think we've stumped them.
No, but I will use my deductive reasoning. So here's the thing. The reason why I don't think I'm familiar with this is because there are gray ladies everywhere. They're on the same par as the lady in white, the lady in black. Yeah, no, honestly, we have a gray lady here. I kid you not. I literally call her the gray lady because she looks like the gray lady from Harry Potter.
Where?
She lives in Demon Room.
Lovely.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I feel like that's why I didn't necessarily know about that in general, but I'm one person. So, but anyways, on to my deductive reasoning. The reasoning why I think it is, what's the first one? The Hampton
Court Palace.
Hampton Court Palace. The reason why I think it is Hampton Court Palace is because it is not on par with Buckingham Palace and Westminster Abbey. And I'll tell you why. Because as you guys know, as I'm sure all of you have heard about the royal family in recent news, everybody's familiar with the fact that the royal family lives in Buckingham Palace, which means it is going to be heavily secured. And if anything were to open a fire exit in Buckingham Palace, there would be
that's true
a literal like whatever the government people in London, they would be on that like white on rice. So
yes,
so that's one. And then Westminster Abbey is also so heavily protected by the royal family because that's where they do all their weddings. That's where the royal family is buried. Some of them are, at least. Okay. I feel like either of those, if something opened up a fire exit in either of those places, it would be like national news. You know what I mean?
National?
Yes, because it would be like they would immediately think that somebody was trying to break into Buckingham Palace. You feel what I mean?
All right.
So it's like, I feel like because the first palace is not the most well-known palace and it's not where the royal family actively are often, I think it's the first one.
Okay, well, you're right. And of course, your deductive reasoning was very sound. It is Hampton Court Palace.
Thank you.
She loves being right. She loves
I'm very
winning.
Competitive.
We're not even competing against each other.
I'm competing
we're on the same... we're on the same team here.
But
dude.
I'm competing against myself because if I get it wrong, I'm going to be like,
y'all, you heard it here first. She's so competitive, she competes against herself. All right, next ghost question.
Anyways, okay. What does the word clairvoyance mean?
I know.
Clear hearing. Let me finish the questions. So, A, clear hearing, B, clear seeing, or C, clear feeling.
All right. Go ahead and repeat the question for everybody.
What does the word clairvoyance mean? A, clear hearing, B, clear seeing, or C, clear feeling?
Not going to lie. I thought I was going to know this off the cuff because, my wife is one of them. I still do believe that I know it pretty well. I'm pretty sure I got this. I know it's not clear feeling because isn't that clear sentient?
Yes, actually.
Ooh.
Which I am also technically.
I'm getting smooches denied, everybody.
Bruh. But I am also clairsentient to a certain degree.
Well, I know. Well, you're
I'm almost all the
But you're
clairs.
mainly clairvoyant because you can see dead people.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. So I know I got that one right.
Okay. So
right.
What was your answer, your official answer?
Clear seeing.
Okay, well, you didn't state that.
Well, I said see
well,
dead
just so I know, but just so that the people know that we have made a clear transition to the next question. His answer and the correct answer was B, clear seeing.
Yes.
There you go.
All right. So here we go on to number 4. What does the acronym NDE stand for? A, non-destructive entity, B, near-death experience, or C, necromancy detection experiment? So don't laugh.
I know the answer to this.
I know you know the answer. I'm going to ask it again to give people some time. What does the acronym NDE stand for? A, non-destructive entity, B, near-death experience, or C, necromancy detection experiment? Hold on. Right. Hold on. Well, I didn't realize you were going to know this just immediately, dude. I figured when I say, I know you know it, I figured that.
Well, it's not necromancy deterrent or whatever experiment. There's nobody's experimenting with necromancy like that. I mean, you can experiment with necromancy, but that's not what this one means. It means... Can I say the answer?
Yes, go for it.
B, near-death experience.
Yes, you're right.
Yes. That one isn't super commonly used in paranormal investigation, but I've heard people use it before. It's just most people just say near-death experience because it's sometimes the more, the people that are like, I'm a technical paranormal investigator,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that was a clear situation of NDE,
Yes,
and I'm just say near-death experience, but it's fine.
I found that one online.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
Well, some I did my digging. There are some from journals and stuff obviously all online, but that one was on like a website.
Gotcha.
Just a normal website.
Cool. All right. Well, next question for JT.
Yeah.
I think you're going to know this one. And if you don't, then I'm going to be really disappointed because you didn't listen to me.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, so.
I'm in trouble, y'all, already, I feel it.
So, number 4. What is the name of the family who famously lived in the Amityville horror house after the murders?
Oh.
A, the Lord's family. B, the Lutz family. Or C, the Luke's family.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
We just did a whole episode on this.
I know, but that's a small detail. All right.
It's not a small detail. That was like a major part of it.
Small.
It's not small.
Small like our silky terrier.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so read it again.
Yes. So, what was the name of the family who famously lived in the Amityville horror house after the murders? A, the Lord's family. B, the Lutz family. Or C, the Luke's family.
I am going to say B, Lutz, because I remember I have a very foggy memory of connecting a part of that episode with our set designer, and our set designer's last name is Lutz.
She's not associated with the family that lived in that house, but
I'm right.
You are correct.
Ha!
Thank God. I was about to be so upset. It was like he didn't listen to anything I said in that episode, or you just blocked it out because you were very disappointed by the rating.
I hated that episode, y'all. If you wanna listen to that episode, you can become a Parajunkie. It's on Patreon, and like it's an enjoyable episode for like anyone who didn't like grow up thinking about the Amityville horror. I really
unfortunately we go into some details that might ruin your childhood.
Yes.
So.
If you had a childhood like me where everything was like rated R horror films and then Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it's gonna ruin your childhood. All right. Okay. So next. No peeking.
I'm not peeking.
I know you're not peeking. She's not peeking.
No.
All right.
I can't read that well. Do you see my glasses?
Yeah, they thick.
I got astigmatism.
Thick. Velma over here, boy. She literally says Velma's line. Like all the
Jinkies.
time. No, I can't see without my glasses.
Oh, yeah, I do say that often.
Jinkies. No,
but I also say Jinkies a lot.
That is also Velma. That's Velma's like, slogan.
Yeah.
But I said line.
Okay,
anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm crazy. All right, here we go. What is not another name for a Ouija board? Is it A, talking board, B, psychic board, or C, spirit board?
I will let I will let you guys have time because I do know this answer.
I'm sure. Which is not another name for a Ouija board? A, talking board, B, psychic board, C, spirit board. I swear I can never stump you. Like it seems like it's like I feel like this, like if people really like what we're doing right here, and the analytics show like y'all watch this whole episode and like you really enjoyed it, you liked it, and you shared it and stuff like that, and we do more. I feel like this is all gonna turn into me trying to stump Madison with one question over a season.
Imagine when Chris is here trying to stump the two of us.
No, I don't want to imagine that. But I will eventually. I'm gonna pull up some obscure question from some country that you don't know a ton about. Anyway, okay, so go for it. Is it A, talking board, B, psychic board, or C, spirit board?
B, psychic board.
Yes, you're right. I thought that answer was gonna be. I thought that was gonna at least make you think about it.
No, nobody's ever called it a psychic board. People only call it spirit boards.
I did.
People only call it spirit boards when they like to make it feel a little less scary.
Yeah.
But
no, understood. All right, hit me with it.
All right. Beep beep doop. All right. Number 5, which of these movie franchises is not based off of actual events? A, Paranormal Activity, B, The Conjuring, or C, The Exorcist?
Easy. Easy. That's my easy song.
Okay.
Easy.
Let me repeat it for them. All right. 5. Which of these movie franchises is not based off of actual events? A. Paranormal Activity. B. The Conjuring. Or C. The Exorcist.
So I don't know if our listener, like I know a bunch of our listeners are movie buffs, but if you're not a movie buff, the Exorcism you can cut out because it was based on the exorcism of Roland Doe. What was being Conjuring? Conjuring.
Yes.
Conjuring is for sure a true story. Because it had Ed and Lorraine in it. So that leaves a Paranormal Activity, which of course is not based on. Although I feel like it might be like influenced by some hauntings.
No, it was just basically they were trying to go off of like that found footage, wave that was really happening.
Yeah,
I
think they did it successfully.
Oh, they did. Yeah, so
Yeah.
none of that was actual events. Very creepy, but not actual events. And actually, when you watch Paranormal Activity, a lot of that is very inaccurate to how spirits would behave.
But scary.
But scary. It did make me not want to stick my foot outside of the covers when I was sleeping because I was like, something gonna yank me.
You know what makes me not want to do that is that clown in Scary Movie 2.
Oh my gosh!
The one under the bed, the unravels.
That's what gets you.
For all of our 17 and up listeners, you get it. All right, here we go.
But
let's do it.
But I will say though, scary movies do not freak me out. But if you want a movie that will truly scare you, watch The Strangers.
Yeah, Strangers is scary.
That's the scariest movie, and I will put my name on that.
Yep, it's all about what scares you.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's do it.
All right, it's your turn. I just gave you a question.
Crap, you're right. Okay, here we go. Number 6. What is an object placed in the hopes that a ghost will move it? Is it A, an entrapment item, B, a trigger item, or C, a test object?
It's a repeat it again so that way they
she
can.
She knows it. Oh, gosh. I sometimes think that but maybe you've done ghost hunts. You've done a few with Chris now. I don't even know why I included this question. All right, what is an object placed in the hopes that a ghost will move it? A, an entrapment item. B, a trigger item. C, a test object.
It is B, a trigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So if you guys watched our Lake Shawnee Abandoned Amusement Park episode.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to bring up.
Yeah. So that little ball that I held up at one point, for those of you who watched it on YouTube, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But that's a good example of a trigger object because it lights up when something touches it. But it has to have like a little bit of electricity to it.
Yeah, I want to get a couple of those. I want to get a couple of those. Here's what I want to do, and let me know what you think actually, because I just got this idea. I want to get a couple of them. I want to leave them around the theater because this theater
they will have fun with that.
Haunted. I mean, and we have it under 24/7 surveillance. So wouldn't it be super interesting to and those cameras are really sensitive.
Yeah.
And so so basically how the cameras work is they film just a specific part, which we have the whole theater covered. They film the specific part, and if any light or any movement happens, it automatically starts filming. So these things are really bright. They they go boop, 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 boop. So wouldn't it be interesting if we left it around the theater and then checked it, each morning after, and then we'll put the results on Patreon or something?
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I feel like they would have a good time with that. The ghosts in our theater do like moving things, like the rocking chair back there. They like to move that.
Yeah, I can personally tell you. I was playing fetch with Argyle. It's her favorite thing. In the theater, that's the perks of having a dog dad who owns a theater, is that you get to play fetch in it and stay cool, while you're doing it, instead of doing it outside where it's super hot. And so we were playing fetch, and basically how I do it is I throw it from one far in of the theater to the other. And there on the other side, there's a rocking chair, but the rocking chair is all like, it's like probably 15 feet away from where I was sending the ball. And I would send it in the same place, which is right into Demon House room, which is a room connected to the main part of the theater. So I'd throw it into Demon House, and y'all, I promise, like I have video of it actually, because I whipped my phone out, but I threw it into Demon House a couple times. Argyle would bring it out, chair didn't move, and all of a sudden, when I was picking up the ball, the chair was moving. And y'all, I watch Argyle because I don't want her to go into the fireplace where we have like real dirt and stuff. I don't want her to go in the fireplace, so I watch her pretty much like a hawk, so I could call her if she's getting into something, while chasing the ball. And all of a sudden, she didn't even come close to this rocking chair, and the rocking chair started rocking. And the first thing I said is, that is so cliche. Why is I swear, in my mind, I am like, Madison says it's because I'm an Aquarius, but I'm not a big fan of cliches. I understand why they're cliches, but I looked at that ghost. I said, you suck.
You couldn't have picked something.
Throw something at me, or
why would it throw something at you?
I don't know. It'd be pretty dope, but I wouldn't have been able to get that on. Although it would have been caught on the 24/7 cameras.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe I can.
You should
go
make
back.
that happen.
Yeah, I should probably go back and get the full footage of it. Although everyone will not everyone, naysayers will say
TikTok
that it was
will be like fake, false.
Although our TikTokers who are listening, we love you.
Yes,
right.
we do. It's just there's some people who do not follow us usually.
Yes,
they're the ones that are like BS.
And we're like, okay, buddy, get in line. All right, here we go.
But anyways,
next question.
6. 2 12-year-old girls stabbed a friend as a result of which internet myth in 2014?
I know this.
A, the song and dance man. B.
What did you just say? Wait, hold on. Bro, you the what man? You got to repeat A for me. Just repeat A for me and our thousands of listeners laughing right now in unison. Go for it.
A.
Now she's not commenting about it. I'm playing. Baby.
The song and dance man. Anyways.
Oh no, I choked on my spit.
Anyways.
Okay.
B, Slenderman, or C.
What? It's Slenderman.
I'm sorry.
Hello, Slenderman.
That's how I pronounce it,
bro. Okay.
Anyways, you know what I'm talking about.
I
That's
know
his
what you're talking
name,
about. I just don't know why you would call it Slenderman. No one else, even the cops, didn't call it Slenderman. All right.
Anyways,
what's the third one?
Or C, the man with the hat.
Okay.
Okay, can I repeat the question for those of you who cannot understand me properly? God. 2 12-year-old girls stabbed a friend as a result of which internet myth in 2014? Stop, Jay. Anyways. The song and dance man, Slender Man, or
no, say it right, honey.
No, C.
No, own that. Own that.
C, the man with the hat.
Didn't understand B. What was it?
Slenderman.
I think it's now Slenderman forever. It's for sure Slenderman. It's for sure Slenderman.
Okay.
All right. Hashtag Slenderman.
I try to throw you a bone every once in a while. You know.
Oh boy. You try to just throw me a bone. We're just gonna say everything wrong.
Exiled. You are exiled.
Exiled.
Get.
Y'all, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Get.
Just me and Argyle on the couch. Madison will keep tarting.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. Oh God. We all know that EVP is electronic voice phenomenon, but what about this? Is one of my hard one, y'all. Okay, I'm proud of this one. I'm gonna restart it. I just bragged about myself like way too early.
Yeah.
Okay. We all know that EVP is electronic voice phenomenon, but what is DVP? A, direct voice phenomenon. B, distant voice phenomenon. Or C, Slenderman. Just kidding. Or C, demonic voice phenomenon.
Definitely the Song and Dance Man.
Song and Dance Man. Or it's the Song and Dance Man. All right. So we all know that EVP is electronic voice phenomenon, but what is DVP? A, direct voice phenomenon. B, distant voice phenomenon. Or C, demonic voice phenomenon. And I'm pretty sure I stumped you there.
You didn't, but I'm not looking. Anyways, no, you did not stump me.
What?
No, Jay. I don't think
I live this.
Okay, but like, I don't think you guys comprehend how many books I read about ghosts. And like,
she does.
I have so many books on it.
She has so many books that she made me build it. Well, she was like, babe, will you build it for me? And like, obviously I'm going to do it. So that is kind of making me, anyway. So I'm just kidding, babe. And so she made me build this or asked me to build this big old bookshelf. And I found this beautiful thick cedar, 2 inches thick. It was great. I actually had a really great time building it for you, babe.
Thank you.
Yes.
As you were saying,
pretty dope.
though.
I forgot.
Yeah, you were saying because I had so many paranormal and ghost books, you had to build me a bookshelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. So
great bookshelf.
Yeah, I think you underestimate how much.
I guess I do.
Like, to the point, y'all, I have an encyclopedia of demons.
She does.
I do. Anyways, but the correct answer is direct voice phenomenon.
Yes. That is the correct answer.
Thank you. I think it's Shadow Man. Or not Shadow Man, the Song and Dance Man.
Slenderman. Slenderman.
Anyways. So, number 7. Which famous real-life ghost hunting couple were the Conjuring movies based on? You already talked about this, but anyways. A, the Webbers. B, the Warrens. Or C, the Westons.
I did, but I never said their last name. So I didn't ruin
that's
it for
true.
I didn't ruin it for the for the listeners.
That's true.
Yeah. So obviously.
Wait, hold on. Let me repeat it again for those of you who might not have caught it.
For sure.
So, which famous real-life ghost hunting couple were the Conjuring movies based on? A, the Webbers. B, the Warrens. Or C, the Westons.
It is B, the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine.
Correct.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
We're a big fan of them.
Yes.
As a ghosty couple.
Listen, let's just be real. If you're listening to this, you love them too.
Yeah.
I'd bet money on that.
I think actually Chris is going to try to go over to the Warren Family Museum.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
In Connecticut?
Yeah, he's going to try. He
Is
said
it in Connecticut?
Yes.
It's something like Vermont or something.
Yeah, well, they're going they're going all around New England, so I think he said that he was going to try to pop over by there because he said the last time he tried to go to the museum, it was closed. Ooh, no, it's just because they're no longer alive and their kids are not as actively involved in the museum. But if he does go, I want so many photos.
Yes. All right.
And hopefully he makes it back from. Is that you?
That's you, dude.
Bruh.
What?
Bruh. Anyway, sorry.
What are you talking about?
The rustling noise?
What rustling noise? Okay.
Like that?
What are you talking about?
Do you not hear that?
Bro, chill. What are you talking about?
I thought you were like...
Bro, chill. I'm not doing anything. All right, I'm going on to the next question.
Okay.
Freaking me out. All right, we're in this big, dark theater. And
honestly, it's so dark in here, and it's hard to see anything that's behind you, so I'm just saying.
Oh, God, I'm going to turn around. There's going to be this old naked man looking at me with red eyes.
Oh, God, that is never what they look like.
Exactly what they look like.
That's what he wants them to look like.
Maybe it's creepy. All right, here we go. 8. And so I got to preface with 8. Honey, I know you're gonna know this, but I thought that it was such a cool question that maybe some people didn't know it, and I just wanted to include it.
Sure.
What is the name of the ghost that the Bloody Baron from Harry Potter was based off of? Yes, she's a massive Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter.
Yes. A, Edward McKellen, the Bloody Huntsman. B, Sir John Adams, the Bloody Rider. or C, George Mackenzie, Bloody Mackenzie? And I'll repeat it quickly. What is the name of the ghost that the Bloody Baron from Harry Potter was based off of? Is it A, Edward McKellen, the Bloody Huntsman, B, Sir John Adams, the Bloody Rider, or C, George Mackenzie, Bloody Mackenzie?
I'll give you guys a second. Great. Bloody Mackenzie. Bloody. Yes, that's him.
That is him.
Yeah, so that is definitely him. That is a fun fact. Not a lot of people actually know that about the Bloody Baron, that he was, because
I didn't know it before I read it.
Well, exactly. So here's the thing is, like, Bloody Baron is not super involved in the films. In the books, he is way more heavily talked about. But yeah, the Bloody Baron is the poltergeist that haunts Hogwarts. And Bloody Mackenzie is also a poltergeist. But I kind of feel bad that the Bloody Baron is based off of him, because he was awful
Harry
man.
Potter talk.
It's not, but we did do a From One to Wicked episode on Bloody Mackenzie.
We reference it every episode
because it was so good.
It's so good.
It was so good.
We love him. Oh, okay.
Well, we don't love him, but we love his lore, because he was a horrendous human being.
Yes.
But regardless,
barely human being.
It's a fun fact. So there you go.
Fun fact.
This one you should know, Jay.
Okay.
So hopefully you might not. But number 8, what name does Reagan give the demon she contacted using a Ouija board in The Exorcist? A, Captain Howdy, B, Sir Stark, or C, Mr. Duty?
I'm screwed.
You don't know this?
I don't.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I am such a movie buff, and I haven't seen Exorcist in years, dude. Okay, hold on. Repeat it.
Okay.
Oh, God, this hurts.
What name does Reagan give the demon she contacted using a Ouija board in The Exorcist? A, Captain Howdy, B, Sir Stark, or C, Mr. Duty?
Oh, no. Our listeners are going to be so disappointed.
They're going to be like, boo.
Literally, they're going to stop listening after this. Why would you include this? Oh, no.
I thought you might know
it. No, I don't know. Is it A?
It is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I knew it. Mm-hmm.
Captain Howdy. Mm-hmm. Are you sure, or was it a lucky guess?
It was not a lucky guess. I remembered it. I just did not have confidence in myself.
I'm just like, Reagan, you couldn't pick a better name for this demon? Like Captain Howdy?
It's on brand. It's 70s.
It's dumb. I'm like, Captain? I'm like, ahoy, demon?
Now they're going to really stop listening.
Oh, please don't.
Goodness gracious.
Sorry. Anyway, I think I'm funny.
So, does that mean Captain Howdy says, "There's a cross in my boot"?
No, that's a cowboy. That's Woody. He's not a captain.
There's a snake in my boot.
That's Woody. He's a cowboy, not a
captain.
Yeah, but
I immediately, when I heard Captain Howdy, I immediately thought of
Woody.
Okay. Moving on.
I mean, I guess I get it with the Howdy part, but like Woody sounded. I guess it would have to be a cowboy sailor.
Moving on. 9. Let's just forget that ever.
Yeah, we'll forget that ever happened.
They're never gonna forget.
They're never. It's gonna become a new hashtag.
There's a cross in my boot.
They're gonna be like, there's a cross on my boot on a hat.
In my boot. No, there's a cross in his boot or its boot. All right, here we go. All right.
Okay.
Nueve.
We're on something else today.
Oh
seriously.
Man, we're on trivia crack. All right, here we go.
Oh God.
Yeah. What was the name? All right, hold on. I'm gonna stump you with this one.
Okay.
You're about get ready. I was gonna make like a tree stump thing. Anyway, all right, here we go.
No.
What was the name of the cave system in the Midlands where hundreds of ancient witches' marks were found? Is it A, Treak Cliff Cavern, B, Creswell Crags, or C, Speedwell Cavern? I'll repeat it. What was the name of the cave system in the Midlands where hundreds of ancient witches' marks were found? A, Treak Cliff Cavern, B. Creswell Crags, or C. Speedwell Cavern? Good luck.
I actually don't know this one. I'm not familiar with this at all, actually, which is weird. Not familiar with any of those crags and crevices or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm. I think I got her, y'all.
I'm just going to take a wild guess and go with B.
No, you're not.
Why?
Because it's right.
Yes!
Okay, I know you have like a 1 out of 3 chance here, but like, why? Why did you do just a wild guess? B?
That's what I did on my SATs, was if I didn't know it, I just went with B.
That's why we're podcasters, y'all.
I didn't do great on the SATs. I'm not a good test taker at all.
Wow.
So
Okay. Good job.
thank you.
If anyone...
But I will be looking that up later because that is very interesting.
Comment if you knew that.
Yeah, please let me know if you knew that, because
that
like,
was, like-
I am not familiar with that at all.
We should do like a One to Wicked episode.
No, I absolutely will, because now you have given me more ammunition to deep dive into something. So,
Aha. She loves doing it.
I
All right,
do.
here we go.
anyways, all right. Number 9. What definition best describes a demon? A noisy ghost. B, a non-human entity. Or C, a malevolent spirit. And I will repeat it for those of you listening. What definition best describes a demon? A noisy ghost.
The heck is a noisy ghost?
Like something that makes noise.
Are you trying to stump me?
I'm trying to give you some bones here.
Yeah, that's what it's. That's what it
honestly,
feels like.
I felt like you were going to do really bad on this.
Ma'am, I am 9 for, or I'm about to be 9 for 9, aren't I? I didn't miss one
Hopefully.
yet, right?
So, yeah, the answers were A, a noisy ghost, B, a non-human entity, or C, a malevolent spirit. Go
Be
ahead.
a non-human entity.
Thank you. I'm glad that you
Because
listened to me.
but yeah, you literally tell me demons were never alive. Whenever I go, whenever I'm like talking about like a once living person that's just like a malevolent ghost, I'm always like a demon, and she goes, demons were never alive.
Yes.
Ugh. All right.
Okay. Good on you.
Good on me. All right, here we go. Number 10. Last one on my side. It's the last hard one, y'all.
Nice.
What do demonologists call the place where demons are from? A, the netherworlds. B, the infernal realm. Or C, Hades or hell.
Well, it's definitely not Hades. I do know this one, but I'm going to ramble for a second so that way you guys have some time to figure it out.
She's brutal. She's brutal.
I'm not brutal. I just know these things.
brutal.
Like I said, I have an entire encyclopedia on demons. I read a lot
right,
about
I'm
demons
gonna
in
repeat it
particular
super
and
fast for them.
demonology. So
I'm going to repeat it super fast for them. 10. What do demonologists call the place where demons are from? A, the netherworld. B, the infernal realm. Or C, Hades.
Hades is not even hell. Hades was like in Greek mythology, the ruler of the answer, the infernal realm.
The infernal realm, of course. All right. Maybe next episode
You'll stump
ya.
me. All right. Here's the last question for JT. Maybe he'll go for 10 for 10.
I'm definitely going for 10 for 10. Bring it.
All right. Or it should go, instead of going bow, it should go boo. Do boo. Do boo.
Boo. Boo. Boo. I like that.
Yeah. That should wait. What if that's our new theme music? So when you guys, instead of that really cool like misty, like creepy music we have going, instead it'll just be that audio clip of JT and I going.
Boo. That's honestly. I really like our intro music, but we could do like for just these episodes. Maybe we could do something like that. Anyway, all right. Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Anyways, which type of entity is most likely to throw objects? A, a poltergeist, B, a residual haunting, or C, a ghost dog? I'll repeat the question. Which type of entity is most likely to throw objects? A poltergeist, B, a residual haunting, or C, a ghost dog? Not including Argyle. If she became a ghost dog,
yeah,
she would throw things at us.
She would throw lots of like tennis balls at us. But no, not a ghost dog. And then, B is a residual haunting. So you could argue that if the throw was in a loop, like, they do that all the time, and this, and it's a truly residual haunting, you could argue that it's the number one entity that throws things all the time. So I don't know if this is a trick question.
No, it's not.
Okay, well then that means it's A.
It is. So here's the thing. With residual hauntings, I get what you're saying, but residual hauntings typically... think about what you do in your day-to-day routine. It's gonna oftentimes be.
I throw everything.
What are you throwing?
I throw my keys on the desk. I throw my phone in the chair.
I'm not talking about a light toss. We're talking about when you think of a ghost throwing something. That is something that yeets across the room.
Yeets.
Yeah, that vase yeeting across the room.
Obviously poltergeist because it's aiming at you. Understood.
Yes, that's what we're referring to.
I was just being too literal.
I mean, if you really want to get nitty gritty, I'm sure there's a residual haunting out there somewhere where somebody oftentimes threw knives at their walls. Sure. I don't know. Or maybe they threw darts often. But I'm just saying
I get
that 90% of the time, it is not going to be a residual haunting.
Sure.
So
it
was who would most likely do the thing.
Yeah.
And technically,
well, if
Argyle
they threw things in a loop, it would be them. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and end it, y'all. We really hope you enjoyed this. We're just trying new stuff. We're kind of new to the game. We're new to the game. We're new to we're 2022 mid 2022 podcast. So we're just trying some different
late
stuff.
2022 now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, no, I was saying when we started.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just we started midsummer. Everything was received real well, and so we just we're keeping going because we love it, and it's fun. And so we're just trying new stuff. So let us know what you think. In the comments, give us a like, or if you're listening on Spotify, shoot us a message on TikTok, or and then obviously Patreon. Shoot us a message or comment on one of the photos. But anyway, so that was super fun.
Yes, and also thank you guys for utilizing that Q&A button on TikTok. It makes my life so much easier because, like I've said before, I used to have to dig through all of those comments and stuff, and it was very tricky to actually find the comments that we were looking for and whatnot because people would ask good questions, yada yada yada. But thank you guys for utilizing it. We have so many questions to answer for the next Q&A session. So if you do have any kind of questions that you want to hear us answer, definitely utilize that. Or if you're a patron, always feel free to message us. We are more than happy to do that. And if you're looking for more spooky dog content, also go to our Patreon. Like we said,
we have very cute dogs.
Yes. Yesterday they got treated with a photo of Argyle and Tartan laying in the cemetery. Very cute.
Become a pair junkie. All right.
Become a pair junkie. But anyways, so thank you guys again for listening. I hope you enjoyed this game. And if you would like to hear us do more, let us know. But with that being said, my name is Madison Timmons.
And I'm JT Timmons.
And stay spooky, y'all.